has to be off lane Tusk though. There's no way. There's no way that Slark is going off lane. He's going for a zero regen build as well with the double mangoes here. I cannot imagine that they're sending this guy to the off lane. So he has to be safe lane, which means they're flexing it between who plays what role. And both teams going into each other here.
Oh my gosh, yeah, looking to brawl right off the bat, but just like game number 1, it was the Cut that actually, well, more so found Penguin Squad alone and got a free kill, but never mind, EMP is gonna be the one going down for Satoshi. Actually credit for the first blood, so the Cut technically had the initial jump, but it was Penguin Squad that has the last laugh.
Yeah, they had the first initiation there, but Tusk is a pretty tanky hero, 5 armor and, you know, 760 HP, so trying to burst him down, not the easiest. They don't have, you know, super strong level 1. It's good, but it's not good enough to burst someone. And they revealed their cards. They showed their heroes, whereas Penguins were able to wrap around a little bit better and find that initiation, getting that dream start on Slark. He gets 1 permanent agi and gets first blood, so immediately sending out a circlet and some tangles.
So to me, it's the 3rd and 4th picks were very interesting from Penguin Squad, especially. Again, we mentioned they 3rd picked that Quap, and then they got the immediate responses. Already a pretty tough Quap game, but then a Skywrath and even a Spearbreaker on top of that. And then they responded to that though with the Slark. So it's like a give and take. A Slark's certainly a lot better against all of that. But this Queen of Pain, it's going to be a difficult time for Snow, it feels like.
I would say it should be, but a lot of it comes down to skill on this mid matchup still. You can outplay, but I would definitely say picking the Queen into the Ember, it's not like you counter-picked him or anything. This matchup is pretty good for Ember. He gets 2 denies on the first creep wave here. We'll see if Snow can get any return denies, otherwise it will be a nice advantage. Gets one,
you know, I expected maybe a little bit of trickery here from Penguin Squad. Like, there was a thought that ran through my head is, are they going to just bait this out as far as responses from the Cut and then make Ifrit play the Queen of Pain as a support or something like that? But no, that's not the case in the end. It is indeed Snow playing it. But it's safe to say that, you know, where they have been relying on Snow to kind of be their carry in the first 3 games we've seen of them, in this case, it's going to be Satoshi that they're relying on to be their carry as he is playing that safe lane Slark.
Yeah. He's having a good time. Meanwhile, in top lane, the Tusk and Snapfire lane versus the Fury and Treant. I think this is the high octane lane. This should be very, very fight heavy. And they've done a good job cutting all the trees. They got double Quelling Blade to cut all the trees from the Treant here. So he's not able to just walk up and bully them non-stop. And that's a nice little move that you do when you play against a Treant like this. Just get an extra Quelling Blade in the lane.
It's a theme of trees up here at the top lane for the Cut. And the Nature's Prophet with the Tree Protector. So the safe lane Nature's Prophet, as that's a kill though. That was actually at the bottom lane. Yeah, bottom lane going down right there. Apologies. Talking about the top lane action, but Phoenix gets taken out. Again, that was that 10th pick Phoenix. I believe you were mentioning that, Waga. It's like a little bit odd almost seeing that 10th pick Phoenix. Well, what's the concept behind it?
It surprised me. I think Fair is right. They're just grasping for more team fight, trying to add what they can, but the lane matchup is not very nice for Phoenix here. He can't really outtrade the Skywrath. Both heroes have, you know, very bad armor. They have only 1 armor each, but the range advantage for Skywrath allows him to harass. We see top lane, that combination, Snapfire and Tusk. They hit really hard with the help of the tag team. They can bring down Treant if he gets too close.
I was going to say, this feels like a lane that needs to go well for Penguin Squad and certainly has that chance, right, of that Tusk Snapfire. We can kind of see right there a bit of able to brawl early in that laning phase and even get kills, and they do so on the Tree Protector. So now looking at that 2-to-1 hero kill lead early on in this game so far.
Yeah, it's a lane that they probably shouldn't struggle too much, but at the same time, they're not pressuring the Nature's Prophet. He's getting free CSing pretty much. Treant is taking up a lot of the aggression on this lane, so he's doing completely fine on Nature's Prophet. And sort of same can be said bottom, though. The Slark is not struggling too much, but he does get charged up and takes a lot of damage from Skywrath.
I'm gonna pop that Tango and heal up a bit, but of course, as seen right there, and we'll continue to see throughout, a little bit vulnerable. Not a whole lot Phoenix can do to assist if they really wanted to go for a dive or a bit of that kill, but right there he's fine. Regenning, good to go. Mid lane matchup, it is that Queen of Pain at 19-3, Ember Spirit at 16-4. Ember currently fairly low. He has a Fairy Fire, no bottle charges on him. Bringing out some tangos though to deal with, but Queen of Pain seems to be having the slight advantage early on at least.
Yeah, she's getting a good start here, and Snow is playing a lot cleaner. I've been watching him closely this game because last game he struggled a bit, and he's playing a lot cleaner this game. Might even be able to secure himself double rune here, possibly. He gets the bottom one, he's close to level 5, but Ember immediately runs for top, realizing that Queen could get level up for Blink here.
Yeah, and gets that bottle up. So, Nature's Prophet, though, again, a completely different team and different player, and even a different role, technically, but that Ags looked pretty good. Hold that thought, though, because bottom lane, Slark actually needs to be really careful here. Phoenix assisting.
One more Q.
Spirits, but, you know, Chive's trying to get it for that auto attack. Be God, he has another Arcane Bolt. It's not going to be enough, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's safe, and Bigot is just gonna run in and die. I mean, he was sort of out of resources here, so if he doesn't die, what can he really do on Skywrath? So it looks ridiculous the way he runs in and dies there. I think maybe it would have been better to just go back and try to reset the lane a bit with a pull instead. But yeah, nice for P-Squad there. They managed to get some extra experience for themselves.
Yeah, those Fire Spirits, again, I mentioned not a whole lot Phoenix can do, but Fire Spirits is one of those little bits, and it was enough to save. In the end, mid lane, though, no saving happening there as Bigot making the best use of that death. TP's mid, helps out Sadman to pick up that kill, and some bottle use, and gonna head back towards the bottom lane.
I swear these rotations happen so much in Div 2 where people don't understand that it's gonna happen. And to me, it's super obvious. Like, someone dies, and you have a bottle mid-hero. If that support dies, they're probably TPing mid to bottle refill. It's very, very telegraphed, but I see so many people in Div 2 just die to this gank, and it's honestly surprising me.
Gotta pick up on that. I'll see if that happens over time. Top lane, Dream Protector. Likely dead. He's got the armor, he's got the leech seat, though, and it's keeping it. Took a little bit longer to kill him than they would have liked, but in the end, they do secure that kill. They run him down. That's all the way to the tier 2 tower. So Scourge McDuck is just enjoying his free farm meanwhile.
Oh, the blink in to steal the haste rune away from the Ember. He doesn't get it. He does have level 6.
She has Sonic Wave. Yeah, you can tell she was fake casting it right there, trying to bait out, but in the end decided not to use it. And Sadman's gonna have to teleport back to base. Has a remnant near, but gonna regen. Snow going for this? Oh, just hits it right there. Wow, that was just on the outskirts of the Sonic Wave. And now Sadman, he just teleported back in, remember. Going for the turn kill to Snow, but a nice job with the remnant away. And neither will die in the end, but that was a close call for Ember Spirit.
Yeah, very, very close. Close for Queen as well, though. He is gonna go back and get the bounty rune. Meanwhile, Ember trying to farm mid. Gets another TP bottle refill from the Skywrath again, so he's gonna be just fine. Queen is pretty low now to get back on the lane, though. She's sending out a salve? No, no salve. She's gonna get one tango passed over from the Phoenix. There's a lot of dire mid creeps now. They could go aggressive on the tower with Skywrath and Ember. Look at all those creeps. That's a chance to make a play on the tower.
Well, EMP also nearby, but because he's nearby, that means Scourge McDuck all alone. The tag team activated, the snowball in, and Ravish will finish the kill, so the Sprout not enough to save at mid lane. You mentioned they could possibly do a dive, but unable to successfully do one in the end, as Snow still at half-life and has backup from Phoenix.
That was a good kill they found on Nature's Prophet, because he's been, you know, the danger in this game, him getting more and more farmed and them not being able to reach him to shut him down. So even just a single kill on him in laning stage will slow him down a little bit, and you cash in some gold. But we see a lot of attention towards mid lane this game, and that leaves Slark in a 1v1 against Spirit Breaker bottom, so he's doing fantastic for himself as well.
Oh yeah, it's showing the net worth. And what did we say about Waga? The first game, especially why it went so well for the cut, they built their strategy around winning all 3 lanes, and they did. I mean, they dominated, frankly, all 3 lanes, especially that mid lane, and it's not the case here. It's, oh, dare I say, the opposite of sorts, as 3 of the top 4 net worth belonging on the side of Penguin Squad right now. So it is a completely different game number 2.
Yeah, they're certainly coming out ahead in laning stage at least. I wouldn't say that they really won top lane, but they did just fine. Maybe a very, very minor loss on the top lane. So much better shape this game. And last game, even though they lost all lanes, they didn't get quickly shut out and like lost the game. I think they held on really well on P-Squad, considering how bad the lanes were. So I'm still thinking that this team, they could certainly win game 2 here against the cut if the cut don't sharpen up even more.
Treant Protector, level 3 Treant. I mean, he's a big hero, but he's not so
Beautiful
beefy
shards.
yet. Yeah, the shards give him 0 chance to survive. The Sprout comes out after the fact, and Scourge McDuck, I suppose, doing all that he could right there. Wrath of Nature even used initially, but they want this kill, and they might get it, because here comes the silence. Ravish, though, he's too tanky himself on Tuscan. Snow shows up with a Sonic Wave. Scream of Pain combo. Take out Nature's Prophet. Is being charged by the Queen of Pain. She is going to fall. Double kill for Sadman. That Sleight of Fist cutting through 2. Numbers-wise, that favors the cut.
It looked great for them at first, but then all 3 of them got hit at the end there by the Sleight of Fist and the charge coming through as well. Heroes just got deleted. So looked like it was going to be a great fight for P Squad, but they did stack up a little bit too close to each other, and that level 4 Sleight of Fist does a lot of damage at this stage of the game.
And now look at the mid lane. Nature's Prophet resurrects. He TPs to that mid lane to assist this push and also go for a kill in the Snapfire, apparently. They find him in the trees. He cookies on out. He's good for now. Phoenix nearby. Level 5, though, so no egg will be happening.
Charge coming
Just
through.
yet. Charge connecting on a Snapfire. They're going to secure that one. The silence on Queen of Pain. And she will end up dying. Oh, no, she blinks out. They didn't finish the job. The Slight will do just that, though. Tusk showing up, putting the charge down. Slark now. His first big fight, but he's got to be careful. He already used a Shadow Dance. With that now on cooldown, you got to play really safe, and he will do just that at the tier 2 tower. So the cut is ready to fight.
Yeah, they're using their Nature's Prophet as well. Here you have a bit of a difference that Nature's Prophet is stronger at this stage. Tusk getting charged. Might be in trouble.
I love the snowball comes up. They immediately turn around, but baiting him in now. He's going to shard, do all that he can to survive. There's no supports coming, though. I figured on the minimap we see something, but they're coming now. I mean, he's lived so long. The seal hits, and there's that egg, our first egg of the game, and that will force the cut to fall back. But now Spirit Breaker, he's trying to charge out. No, they bait in Tusk far enough, and they do secure the kill onto him. So they kill B-God, but an eye for an eye.
Yeah, they dropped the egg and they dropped the Snapfire ulti, but they don't really have lockdown for it. Something that was talked about during the draft as well, that they have great teamfight ultis, but both those ultis were kind of just walked away from there by the cut. They realized, okay, we don't want to stick around here, so they get back on the map, play the side lanes, and try to, you know, split up for a moment here before going aggressive again together, probably.
Now, in typical fashion of what we've seen throughout the season so far, Waga, it's been hard to bring up a couple of questions that I want to bring up to you because of all the fighting, but a little bit of dead time. Again, Nature's Prophet, obviously he's not going the Ags, but
No.
we saw that Ags impact Nature's Prophet in recent matches. Is that something that could have been a thought, you think, or does this just make too much sense?
I don't think so at all in this game because of his role. Wow, they get a kill on the Queen mid using the Skyrath Silence and the Ember as well. But to answer your question, I don't think it's good when you play hard carry.
No.
Phoenix in trouble. Might get brought down by a charge into ulti here.
Yep.
Kill potential so high.
This is what we saw Spirit Breaker by Crawler those 2 games in the previous series. But by the way, you look at the odds right here, esportsbet.io. Check it out for yourself. Watch to earn, and it's favoring the cut, but it is very slight. And I tend to agree with that. I mean, again, net worth technically is favoring Penguin Squad right now, but December Spirit is actually proving to be a bit of an issue. Oh, he ran into a sentry though. He was in fizz, he thought he was safe to walk up here, and he was not, and he explodes.
That is an unstoppable streak taken down and goes towards the Queen of Pain. That is exactly what they needed over on the side of P Squad. Meanwhile, the Streak has finished up his diffusal now, so he's more ready to get, you know, engaged in some fighting as well. If anyone gets too close to him, he'll be able to maybe bring them down. Chives just walks up and kills the courier, 1 hit. Easy.
To that point, the diffusal blade on Slark, like Echo Saber looks like coming in next, so would you expected anything else on the Slark, or is this pretty standard, do you think?
No, this is very standard. This is very, you know, cookie cutter build. It's good in almost every single game, and going into the Echo Saber next is nice. I think he needs some extra survivability here. When you play against stuff like Skywrath, you don't want to get burst by 1 ulti, so adding up your max HP a little bit more is important for him.
Well, this Queen of Pain, 3, 4, and 2. Again, net worth wise, she's actually not doing too shabby. In fact, overall, this is a very even game. No one's really that far ahead. Slark is the top slightly, but overall, all the cores seem to be you know, having their own game of sorts. And again, back to the co-op, it's set up on paper to be a fairly difficult game, but she's transitioning towards our first item, which looks like to be Sage and Kaya from what we're seeing here. But by the way, Slark gets away bottom.
Yeah, he does get away, but he had to TP out, so he's gonna leave that tower. Probably it's gonna be identified and pushed soon by Nature's Prophet. But like you mentioned, this is one of the most even games we've had so far at this stage of the game in Div 2. And I think both these teams could be evenly matched if they don't mess up the laning stage, to be honest. I still do rate P-Squad quite highly, even though I think they made a lot of mistakes in the last game. They look like they're tightening up their game a little bit here.
Yeah, it goes back to, for me, the cut was fully prepared in that game one, great execution, but also I do feel like P-Squad, they felt forced to almost pick that Spirit Breaker early as they did, and because it went so well for them, and it was like their tempo for that first series that they had, and not that it's not good in their hands, but it was a little bit different when they first picked it like they did compared to the later on. But the point is, even game here, and we'll see how it continues to play out for the time being. But bottom lane is being heavily pushed in by the cut, is Spirit Breaker actually.
I'd like to see them increase the tempo though. They don't have too much vision of where P-Squad are. They're hanging around top, but they could kind of assume that they're hanging around top the way Crawler is playing. He was thinking about ulting into a tree, and there was Snapfire. He started channeling his ulti, but stopped it before he went off. But they do get the bottom tier 1 tower finally with the help of the Treants from Furion, who keeps farming jungle as well, so not stacking up too much, and still they get the tower taken down.
Yeah, and that Furion Maelstrom finished, his own BKB being worked on. By the way, back up top, Treant is gonna be gone on Icarus dive in. That's one way to do it as well. And the Walrus Punch follow-up, of course, the blink shown off by Tusk, but now Tusk has to get away. Cookie to help. He's got a snowball in 6 seconds, can't blink in time, does have shards, gonna be knocked back by another strike chain in place, and Tusk is dead. The Mortimer's Kisses trying to be a threat, but it's not gonna be a threat as the death already took place, so Crawler just has to unfortunately walk away.
Oh, so unfortunate for a B-God the way that he tried to find the Snapfire there, but just barely took the wrong path. And if he got vision of her, that would have been +1 kill as well, as they have that level 4 Charge of Darkness. They could have charged in and killed her as well.
We're gonna pressure this top lane, but Tusk is up in 4 seconds. No doubt he's gonna be ready to TP in. In fact, he is going for the TP. And looks like the cut respecting the fact that he has resurrected, though, as they start to fall back themselves. A slight by Sadman, but keeping his distance. And still figuring out how they want to play this out. A Skywrath Mage hiding in the tree, so the cut actually is interested in potentially making a play here still at this top lane.
I would like to see Satoshi on his Slark activate now. He's got Echo Saber complete and he has Diffusal Blade. I think at this point, he should start, you know, pressuring and doing something with these items. They're already so strong. Obviously, all Slark players, they want their Aghanim Scepter, but I think he could really have some big impact on these fights.
Well, they're going to find B-God, who all of a sudden was left alone, and you look at this ward behind the tower. That's actually what allowed them to spot that information and realize that they rotated, and it was just the Skywrath Mage at that point. So yeah, free kill. But yeah, to your point about Slark, he's in the jungle currently, continuing to farm, wants that Ags, obviously a very powerful tool to him to upgrade to Pounds, but is just focused on farming for the time being. Chives almost scouts him out, but Satoshi too slippery.
Yeah, charge towards mid. That's a heavy damage.
Another strike, Wrath of Nature, and the slight. Can't even move before she's dead. That's the execution that you're looking for if you're the cut.
Yeah, he has Shadow Blade and Face Boots and bottom lane. They're trying to catch the Fury and may have stayed a little bit too long.
Yep. Oh, the overgrowth. That's not going to work. Bit of desperation there coming out from Tree and trying to save his core. At least he's going to be fine, but yeah, really no chance for Tree and Protector to get out of that one. However, the fight continues. The Ancient Seal Snapfire. There's that Mystic Flare. The heal. Oh, what a heal from Phoenix. Keeping him alive barely. Only for so long, though. As eventually the charge comes out, but Satoshi, he is ready to fight. 14-15 has to shift and stacking. He has Shadow Dance. In comes Tusk now, and Chives, even with that armor, it doesn't matter. He will melt away. Ancient Seal on Satoshi with the silence. He can't bounce away. And down goes Slark. Huge kill for the cut, but now it's Snow's turn to jump in. She shows up. She has a Sonic Wave. It's going to hit both, including EMP, who dies shortly after. Sadman, another slight. He still is fairly healthy.
Yeah, Furin now can TP in and join as well, looking for a way to get into the fight. Beautiful play there by B-God on his Skywrath. The silence timing on the Slark was perfect. Slark just stayed a little bit too late there. During his Dark Pact, he was like, oh, can I get more? And then when he tried to turn around and pounce away, the silence was there in time. So good play by Skywrath.
Radiant are scanning.
Is that a sign where, if you're Slark, I know he's definitely going to Ags next, but is BKB perhaps after that, you think?
Oh, could be great this game. I mean, this is a fantastic BKB game, but Aghanims, maybe Aghanim's Shard after Aghanims, just to get that Death Shroud as well. Even though they have a lot of damage they can dump into the Shroud still, but it's such a good Shard. I think Slark Shard is one of the highest tier ones for me.
Sure. Yeah, his Scepter and Shroud both awesome for this hero. It's one of those interesting concepts where it's like this position 1 core that usually acts not necessarily an item that you think about on most of them, but especially a priority. But yeah, Slark's certainly up there on that list of you want to get it early, especially if you're looking to play active. And that's what we're seeing here.
It's only 75-second cooldown, 75 mana cost, so you can keep using it so much together with the Shadow Dance. You have that double survivability, and then I would say going back into a BKB would be very useful for him. Queen getting charged up, has to be wary.
Blink. Nope, not yet. Waiting. Another strike hits, and again, it's a combo. And they even get the code Slark. What?
Dude, he got hit by one of the last ticks of the Nature's Prophet ulti, and he just disappeared. Slark, how did he die? Like, he didn't have time to react. He had no time to react at all. His HP just disappeared. I wonder how much he took from the Nature's Prophet ulti there.
Yeah, that combo, the charge in to the slight to that Wrath of Nature, and yeah, it's like, okay, Quap step.
620, yeah. That hurts.
Oh man, you see me showing out, but that's insane. And they're gonna steal these ancients, or at least they're gonna try, but Ember Spirit will die trying. I suppose he maybe got some of them, but that's a big bounty once again. This time going to Ravish. 800 or so plus gold for him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain shows back up. I mean, hell, we have what? This 33 hero kills in 21 minutes. Again, there's been so much of this here in the DPC Division 2 so far. North American region at least, so maybe not necessarily a big surprise, but it's hard to truly gauge the game, I feel like, because of that. Just so much fighting constantly happening. I mean, overall net worth, though, is favoring the cut, and Nature's Prophet continues to be the biggest one right now.
Shout out to Empyrean, by the way, on his tree and protector. He's showing, you know, how to do it as a tree, and he is keeping this tier 1 tower alive for so long. He's just sitting here protecting it. 21 minutes into the game, still no tower. This is really good for him.
Boy, EMP doing work, aka Empyrean. Snow blinking out. Phoenix Egg is down. Snow actually got snowballed in right there. Sonic way to blow up Ember. No, it's not enough damage. He's able to slide and get the hell on out with the Remnant. Ravish also will fall. 3 are dead on the side of Penguin Squad. Just when you think Ember's dead and an opening for Penguin Squad, the turn is there. Sad man's feeling happy.
Yeah, they're gonna go for more as well. Spirit Breaker just charging in. Gonna bring down the Phoenix as well here as he tries to get out, but the Skywrath and Spirit Breaker are too strong and everything is just crumbling right now. And the thing is, when the cut win team fights, they have the Furion to keep taking towers as well. So immediately they get to top tier 1. Fear was highlighting during the panel how this draft from P-Squad, it doesn't take buildings. Like, even if you win a fight, how are you gonna get more advantage? And that's what we're seeing. They have 17 kills, but they have taken 0 towers, whereas already all their tier 1 towers are gone.
Yeah, the great point. I know you brought that up in the draft, and yeah, it's something when you kind of see it in action or lack of action because of the draft. I mean, you look at the damage on the 3 towers that are up initially as well for the cut. It's minimal damage. The top tower maybe is a half life, but the other 2 are still fairly healthy even. Yeah, being at 23 minutes into the game and having 17 hero kills, I think that's actually the biggest thing that you're putting out, Wog. It's like, usually you would think with all these hero kills, okay, transition into objectives naturally, but
trying to get
not
Ember?
the case.
Can they burst him? He has Invis Rune.
We've seen this before. Slate, he's out, and this is a turn again. The Wrath of Nature, the explosion on his Slark, and Tusk as well. And now another tower coming for the cut. The combo is just too much to handle.
Every single Slark death is like him not using ulti because he gets chain stunned. The Spirit Breaker charging in, getting stunned. Now Phoenix also getting caught out by B-God here.
Yeah, he's gonna live. Spirit Breaker actually choosing not to commit to it all the way. Well, for now, Scourge McDuck is in though, and the Phoenix Egg is going to be killed.
Yeah, Queen ultis to get 1 kill at least. They do manage to get the kill going towards the Phoenix there, or they get the kill on the Skywrath. But yeah, this game is very quickly looking horrendous. From having a good laning stage where they won 2 lanes and 1 lane was like, you know, kind of okay-ish. They're now not doing too hot at all. And you have to wonder, this Ember pick was shown in the first phase and he's 13, 2, and 7. I think he was not correctly addressed here at all. If the opponents show this early of an Ember, and he's a Grandmaster Ember picker, right? So if you've done your research, you should know this. Then I think you got to pick a better hero in the matchup. The Queen played well, but Ember is just dominating this game.
Yeah, overall, they just clearly do not have enough answer. And, you know, one of the more, on a very basic level, that's going to be coming from me, of course, is that an Ember Spirit, very slippery, stuns are good. You look at this Radiant lineup, and not necessarily the strongest team when it comes to some hard stuns right here, are guaranteed hard stuns, right? So he certainly has the ability to be free, and even though the lane matchup, yeah, Queen of Pain slightly won it, if you want to even say that, in the end, he's able to just move around freely, and now with the BKB, he truly is going to become unstoppable. But the funny thing about this, as much as we're praising his impact, again, you look at Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet is truly continuing to be the one on top of the net worth and the true impactful hero.
He didn't pick this name to be poor, man. Look at his name. He's Scourge McDuck. He's gonna make money.
Making plenty of it here. This top tower, Spraying Protector MVP so far. I think you could argue it's this armor, man.
Yeah, they're keeping the tower alive, but they still want it. The Ember is here, gonna go in with his BKB, feeling safe.
Well, Satoshi, that's a very early Shadow Dance. He does have the Axe, so the Pounce upgraded. And without Shadow Dance, though, yeah, you cannot feel nearly as confident now.
No, they're just sacking Crawler at this point. They have to get out. I mean, they cannot take a fair team fight, I think. At this point, the Ember could just walk into 4 heroes and they have no response. Like, he walked into all of them, they all saw him, and they all just scattered and ran back. That's when Slark had to use his ulti on the front line. He was like, where's my team? Because they just saw a monster that is this Ember coming at them.
With Treant Protector and the lack of building hitting in general from, as far as their draft goes, from Penguin Squad, they got to be so frustrated. You can almost feel that frustration right there at the top lane. I mean, the fact that tier 1, all tier 1s, let alone the top tier 1, is still up, and they really wanted to kill it, and the cut is still defending it as much as they are, and it's working for them. Again, got to be frustrating. How about bottom lane, Satoshi? Oh no, the Pounce play! What a block from Chives. The Shadow Dance activated. Tusk is going to come in, but again, they just need to try to save him. The Gleipnir root, and down goes Satoshi. No, he's going to survive for now. Pouncing away at the last second. They kill Tusk. Never mind. Slark is just dead, and so is Quap. All 3 cores are just dead. Just like that.
Yeah, they're just sending them straight to the morgue here. The cuts are completely in control now. There's very few ways that you can come back, and that's where the issue of P-Squad's draft is enhanced a little bit more, that the team, they have a lot of team fights, but they don't have, you know, a setup to execute it. And now that they're on the back foot like this, they just seem frustrated because there's not really an opening. And now going straight to Roche, wanting to get their advantage even bigger. This Nature's Prophet is looking like a monster. If he takes the Aegis, he can just start sieging high ground even.
And you see they scan this happening, but obviously going to be
way
too
Ember.
late.
Yeah. Makes sense too.
Sure. The Ember picks it up, and Quap and Phoenix are going to smoke off to the side here, but not sure what the game plan is, especially with the cut all 5 together. Well, it's 4 minus Nature's Prophet. Of course, he can join whenever needed. Look at the top lane. The creep wave's pushing. They're pinging it out. It's like he charges up here on Spirit Breaker. No tower kill.
Oh, the Sprout Leash's talent is insane this game. It's so good against them. There's so many heroes that just can't do anything. The Phoenix can't dive away, no blink away. You can't jump away on Slark. This is really good. I don't even know if you can cookie yourself during it. I think you can, but I'm not sure.
Even if you could. It's
Yeah,
still
even if you can,
very good value.
this Sprout Leash talent is spelling trouble.
I mean, I'm more impressed by the fact that he's already level 20, but so is Ember Spirit. I mean, there's 28 minutes in. Both of them are level 20. Ember Spirit gets a sleight of fist hero damage. We've seen the damage coming from that, and we're going to see more of it right here. Sonic Wave response, Slight immediately comes out that the overgrowth, of course, used to start this off, and Queen of Pain, she is, yeah, I'm not going to go there. She's trying, and it's proven to be a difficult game, as we expected.
Yeah, you can tell by how unsafe he is by the build he's going for as well. He wants the BKB and he already queued up the Lincolns too. He's like, I need to survive. Yeah. Even with the Tusk coming in with a snowball, he still goes down because Skywrath was there in good time with silence as well.
Slide forward, Phoenix. Phoenix is way deep in the base, but still feeling threatened. Manages to live for now though, but this tier 3 tower is being heavily pressured. Ember Spirit, again, he has the Aegis. Slark is not here during this. He's busy farming off into Zhongo. Of course, could he actually he doesn't even have a TP, so it's a good thing they're not committing. We would have had to run back.
Yeah, he doesn't have it ready yet. I mean, there's no way that Slark can really have impact though until he has a BKB as well, it feels like, at this stage.
Yeah, it's an impactful item to have, especially for this Radiant squad, but Queen of Pain still doesn't have it. Tusk does have it, has had it for a little bit, but with all three of them truly need it and ready to go if they have any chance in these fights, it feels like. Obviously, Snapfire is falling easily right there. Yeah,
there's the BKB difference, right? You got 3 on the side of the cut already. They all have it. They're all ready. All their heroes are online with the items that they want. They have Blink, Gold Scepter, Kaya on Skywrath as well. Not going for the Aghanims this game, so he's got much more early utility items.
Rax, gonna be a fairly easy one down here for the looks of it. Snapfire's up in 5 seconds. Again, everything's ready to go, but not the BKBs. That's distressing. Queen of Pain and Slark still without it, so not necessarily looking to go too deep here.
Backing out safely here, playing it cool. Scourge, McDuck, and his crew, they're just gonna go back to farming a little bit more. 23,000 gold advantage. They secure themselves the first set of racks, and they do still have Aegis for a while longer, so Ember can keep playing aggressive, but this is just, you know, slowly getting to the point where there's absolutely nothing that can happen. P-Squad, they have like one good fight in them until this game is already over.
Waga, look at the top tower, tier 1.
Oh yeah, it's got a little dent in it though. Can he fix that? It's got, you know, has this tower been to war or something? But come on, man, fix it.
Gosh, I feel for Penguin Squad, really. But again, that's the power of Treant, and like I said, like we've been talking about, mixed with the lack of just building damage in general.
Oh, he fixed it. It's going to be full HP. Perfect.
There you go.
The top tower is going to be back to 100%.
I feel like that's almost just one of those achievements that the Cut's looking to earn here, not lose a tier 1 tower.
Yeah,
and
really.
Win the game. Going for that. I mean, they're definitely on their way to doing so, as Penguin Squad just can't really seem to find any bit of an answer. But it goes back to BKB on Quap. Okay, it's now finished. Yeah, 1,500 gold in Slark, though, so he still needs all 3 components before his own BKB.
Yeah, he did go shard, so he has that at least. But yeah, this is pretty rough. Slark, how did he die so fast? Oh, E-Blade. Oh no, E-Blade Sky blinks in on you, solo killing you.
So what were you saying about that? He has shard at least? Yeah, that's it's not gonna save him there.
Not gonna help you against the Skywrath with Blink, and he also found Psychic Headband on Skywrath. That's a very satisfying item to get. A little bit of extra int there for your nukes. Man, B-God is playing good on Sky. You can tell why this team enjoys playing it.
Yeah, I know that was brought up in the draft, you know, the idea that this is not your typical support hero, but it certainly does feel like one of those kind of player comfort things, if anything. It's also, you know, good at winning, helping to win lanes, of course, but yeah, B-God clearly is comfortable on it and able to make space throughout the game, and yeah, going the first item, Ethereal Blade, unlike last game with the Axe first, but Ethereal Blade, Blink Dagger, pretty good even for solo killing the carry, as we're gonna see right here again. Oh my gosh.
Oof, that was a speedy one. Yeah, he just sat around, waited for the Dark Pact to time out as he was farming the lane on Slark. And that's the danger right now. Any lane they show on, people are just waiting. Look, he's still sitting around on Skywrath in the same position. He's like, anyone want to come farm bottom? If you go mid, there's Treant and Ember hanging around there, and top lane, there's Spirit Breaker. And of course, Furin is able to be anywhere. Here comes the smoke, though. They're trying to go out.
Satoshi looking to get a jump, but Sandman a little too slippery, not surprising. Charge on through, gets stun on 2, Overgrowth as well. Sark is just stunned this whole time, finally pounces out, but really doing minimal damage in the process. But now he's found by the Science. Got the Dark Pact off, however. He's good for now. Off to the side, Queen of Pain also blinking away. Somehow nobody dead after that initial clash, but we're not done yet. Crawler slowly crawling away. Gonna go for the cookie. Gets on out for now. Satoshi jumps back in, able to get some damage. Nice Sonic Wave as well, but Sadman with his BKB, he's still feeling pretty healthy. Chives is finally taken out, but now they're falling on the side of Penguin Squad. Tusk, that TP's not gonna work, especially with Cyrash showing up, and now Sark is also going to go down. Double kill for B-God. 4 are dead on the side of P Squad.
There's just no way you can kill this Furion or this Ember. It feels like they're so uncontested in the fight. Everyone's just running away from them. Now maybe Furion is possible, but he has Satanic. He's completely fine here.
Radiant's middle tower is
Going all the way almost to the fountain at that point, but the cut is trying to close us out with authority. Of course, this would be a 2-0. Unless Penguin Squad can some way, somehow find a bit of a stall and start
I
very
think
slow comeback.
the Cuts, they, obviously had some advantage in being able to prepare here against P Squad from the first series, but you can tell that they definitely did their homework, and the way they played is, stylized a little bit to counter P Squad, but they're also just playing much better here overall. All of them are having outstanding performances.
Yeah, I do feel like in game 1 they were absolutely just completely prepared after that first series that they saw of them. Game 2, there was some more adaptation for me that came from the cut, which even makes that much more impressive in my opinion. That this is a team that, like I said, that although it's a bit of a different roster, ultimately a bit of a core, specifically Scourge McDuck kind of leading the way. This is a team that has that Division 1 history, and they are showing that they're going to continue to be a force here in this new season in Division 2.
Yeah, as they call it.
But there you
GG
go.
gets called
GG's.
by P Squad. They realized there's no way to get back into this one, and that was